Welcome to the online sections of Philosophy 2306, commonly known as the Introduction to Ethics. My name is Dr. Bob Price. I'll be your professor, your instructor for this online class, probably for about the next 25 hours. I can almost guarantee you that this course will be different than any other face-to-face class you've had, and it'll definitely be different than any other online class you've ever taken. You see, the ethical dilemmas that we're facing today are myriad. They're all over the place. All you have to do is pick up the morning paper, watch the evening news. They're all over the place. Everywhere you turn, there are issues, ethical issues, that we cannot solve. Whether it's the immigration of thousands of people coming across our porous borders and integrating into our culture, or whether it's the email scandals, with someone having a private server, or someone like WikiLeaks getting a hold of the emails prior to a convention. Whether it's one group wanting to turn over Roe v. Wade, one group wanting to get rid of the Affordable Care Act, or one group wanting to allow all the refugees across the country to come into our nation unvetted. You see, our nation is divided. We're divided over things that are really and truly even the law. We're not in agreement on same-sex marriage, and yet it's the law of the land. We're not in agreement on abortion, but it's the law of the land. And now we're struggling with the LGBT situation. How do we deal with that? How do the public schools deal with this? What do we do about bathrooms? You see, one group wants to allow the culture to set the standard. Another group wants to say there are strong, non-movable standards that we need to be involved with. The ethical issues that are facing our nation today are overwhelming. We struggle with law versus tradition. We struggle with the cornerstone that made our country versus culture. If coming up with an answer was as easy as yes or no, black or white, one or two, well, you wouldn't be taking this course. But I want to tell you that ethics deals with the gray areas, the areas that are difficult, the areas that are hard to answer. You see, something can be legal and yet unethical. Something can be illegal and yet ethical. That is what we deal with in this course. We'll begin by laying out 4 basic ethical scenarios. We'll go through each one of them. You'll probably find where you are. You might be right in the middle of one of them, or you might be straddling one. And then we'll go into a section of learning how to make good decisions. We'll make good decisions. And then after we've done all that, then we're just going to jump pell-mell right in the middle of the hot, ethical, difficult dilemmas that are facing our nation today. There's a couple of things I want you to understand about this course. Number one, it's instructor driven. I set the pace for how we go. That means you need to stay up. That means you need to do the assignments when they're due. Hear me and listen to me clearly. They're all PowerPoint driven, but these PowerPoints will not stay open all the time. They're open for a season, and then they close, and they never open back up again. We will have 3 different sections of material to go through. At the end of each section, there will be an exam. And I want to tell you that all the PowerPoints, everything will be closed prior to the end of that section, and it'll never come open again. As I said, this is completely PowerPoint driven. You'll pace yourself and click just like you were in the course in my face-to-face. Each one of my lessons begins with a funny, something that absolutely has nothing to do whatsoever with ethics. Most sessions contain 1, 2, 3, or more videos. So you need to make sure that the computer system that you're working with can download and handle and play back videos, because embedded in the PowerPoints will be videos that will help to drive home the issue that we're talking about. There will be 3 exams. a final exam, there'll be what I call an ethical position paper, commonly known as a term paper, and there'll be weekly ethical assignments to turn in each week. So you can see why you shouldn't, don't you dare get behind, because it's very difficult to get caught up again. Now, you'll have to purchase something commonly known as the Student Note-Taking Outline. I want to tell you that you probably cannot pass the course without this. In addition, it is absolutely correlated with the PowerPoints, so you don't have to take as many notes. I will tell you what page to be on, in what lesson, and then you just basically can fill in the blanks and spend most of your time paying attention. Now, you cannot get this but one place. That is at Anchor Printing on Moore Avenue here in Terrell. In the blackboard, I'll give you instructions and directions on where to go and find that. Just look in the Start Here tab, work down that, and you'll find it. Now, there's also a pre-course assessment tool. This is not an option. This is a tool that you have to take prior to even beginning the course. And then at the conclusion of the course, we will take what is called a post-course assessment. And what we do is we take a look at these two and look at the effectiveness of the material as well as the effectiveness of the teaching. Now, hear me. These two tools have absolutely nothing to do with your grade. But if you don't take them, it might hamper your grade. But if you'll take them on time, as I request, I will give you 5 extra points each at the end of the year to go into your pool of points to formulate your grade. Now let me close with saying this. I have a passion for college students. I want you to know and understand and be able to articulate what you believe and why you believe it. My goal is to make you think. I've learned that most of you, and I'm not being condescending, but most college students don't read the news, don't follow the papers, and so you don't know exactly what you believe. Therefore, you are what the media preys on. They will give you a 30-second soundbite on a particular subject. That's all they want you to know. That's exactly what they want you to know. They don't want you to dig any farther. They want you to think that's the answer. I want to share with you. I'm going to stretch you. I want you to know what you believe. You might become mad at me during the semester. I doubt it, but you might even praise me. But what I want you to do is, I want you to think. I'm going to push you outside your box. I'm going to hit certain hot buttons in your life. You're not going to like it. You're going to feel cramped. You're going to feel pushed. You'll feel like I'm jumping all over you. But I want to tell you, at the conclusion of this course, I want you to be able to stand up, and I want you to be able to clearly articulate what you believe, what you hold as purposeful, and be able to tell me or someone else exactly what your position is on an ethical dilemma. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be enjoyable, but I want to share with you one more time. Do not get behind. If you have problems with understanding Blackboard, again, look in the Start Here tab. We have a tutor on the Terrell campus that can help you with the Blackboard issues. I want to share with you, this is probably the largest online class ever being held at TVCC. I can help you with the ethical problems, but I just don't have enough time to help you with every Blackboard issue you have. So if you'll go, you'll look up, her name is Ashley Noel. She can help you in working through Blackboard. All right, good luck, and I look forward to having interaction with you.